A new bill introduced on Utah's Capitol Hill aims to bar transgender high school and collegiate athletes from competing in women's sports. Fox 13's Aaron Cox spoke with those sponsoring the bill and those against it and shows us what it could mean for student athletes.
Birkland was a referee for girls basketball long before she was ever called representative. Now she coaches and works at the legislature.
In sports, biology matters. Women's sports are not the same level of physicality as men's sports are. And we need to recognize that and make sure we're creating an environment where our women feel like they have an even playing field. I just can't stress that enough.
Representative Birkland proposed a bill outlining that female sports should be preserved on the basis of sex, not gender.
Our girls' teams have secondhand equipment. They're put in the smallest gym at the high school while the boys' teams get the best facilities. And I'm not trying to criticize, I'm just pointing out there's already a massive discrepancy in how we value and treat women in sports today.
Yet not all groups agree.
We weren't surprised by it, but we are a little saddened that a national initiative could take over a Utah parent's right to have a medical conversation with their child.
Elizabeth Converse with Silicon Slopes Commons says the bill does more harm than it does good.
These are children we're talking about, and if you're really interested in protecting children, ostracizing them is not the greatest way, especially in Utah, to make them feel loved and welcome and safe.
Converse questions why the government is involved at this level, but those in favor of the bill say the government has always been involved with school athletics.
Title IX is the government. It was the federal government passing a law that said girls could have their own sports.
The National Collegiate Athletic Association policy released in 2011 states that a trans male and a trans female student athlete undergoing hormone treatment may continue to compete on men's teams, but competing on women's teams would change the status to a mixed team. Trans female must wait until after a calendar year of testosterone suppression treatment before competing on a women's team.
The whole intent of the bill is to ensure that all of our women have a fair playing field when they play their sports.
Aaron Cox, Fox 13 News, Utah.